We are living in uncertain times. Times where tomorrow is no longer guaranteed. Times where plans fail, systems collapse, and promises fall apart. Times where people wake up with dreams, but sleep with fear. Many are jobless. Many are hungry. Many are displaced. Many are afraid. Some are praying for employment. Some are praying for safety. Some are praying for visas, documents, and opportunities. Some are praying for food, rent, healing, and direction. And in moments like this, the heart asks a painful question. God, how long? But today, heaven sends us a reminder. Tough times never last, but tough people do. God never promised a life without trouble. The Bible never told us that life would be easy. In fact, Jesus himself said in John 16:33, "In this world you will have trouble. Heart, I have overcome the world." Notice what Jesus did not say. He did not say if trouble comes. He said when it comes. Trouble is not a sign that God has abandoned you. Hardship is not proof that your faith has failed. Sometimes, the strongest believers walk through the hardest valleys. David was anointed king, but hunted like a criminal. Joseph was loved by God, but sold into slavery. Job was righteous, yet lost everything. Jesus was sinless, yet crucified. If trouble visited their lives, it can visit ours too. But hear this truth clearly. Trouble is temporary. God's purpose is permanent. When life breaks you, God is building you. There are seasons when life breaks you down piece by piece. Your plans break, your finances break, your confidence breaks, your strength breaks. Tells us in Psalm 34:19, "Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all." Not some, not a few, but all. Affliction may knock on your door, but it cannot stay forever. What you are going through is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to develop you. God often uses pressure to produce power. He uses delay to develop discipline. He uses pain to prepare purpose. God is closest when life is hardest. When life becomes heavy, we often feel alone. But the Bible reminds us in Psalm 46:1, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble." Not a distant help, not a future help, a present help. When you cry in silence, God hears. When you kneel in prayer, God listens. When you don't know what to do next, God already knows. Even when you feel abandoned, heaven has not turned its back on you. Tough people are not those who never fall. Tough people are not those who never struggle. Tough people are those who fall and rise again. Proverbs 24:16 says, "Though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again." Falling does not make you weak. Staying down does. Crying does not mean you lack faith. Giving up does. Faith does not mean the absence of fear. It means trusting God in the presence of fear. This season is not your final destination. Right now may feel like a dead end, but God specializes in turning dead ends into doorways. Joseph thought the prison was the end. It was actually the path to the palace. Moses thought the wilderness was punishment. It was preparation for leadership. Jesus' disciples thought the cross was the end, but Sunday morning was coming. And for you, this is not the end. Ecclesiastes 3:1 reminds us, "To everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven." Seasons change, storms pass, night turns into morning. God uses waiting to build strength. Waiting is painful. Waiting tests patience. Waiting tests faith. Waiting tests obedience. But Isaiah 40:31 declares, "Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles." Waiting does not weaken you. Waiting strengthens you. While you wait, God works. While you wait, God prepares. While you wait, God builds endurance. You are stronger than you think. Believe you are finished. But God says in 2 Corinthians 12:9, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness." When you feel weak, God is strong. When you feel empty, God fills. When you feel lost, God leads. Your weakness is not a liability. It is an invitation for God's power. Don't let temporary pain destroy eternal purpose. Pain whispers lies. It says, "Give up, quit, it will never change." But Romans 8:18 says, "The sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us." What you are enduring now cannot compare to what God is preparing for you. Hold on. God is not finished with you. If you are still breathing, God is still working. If you are still praying, God is still listening. Still standing, purpose is still alive. Philippians 1:6 declares, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." God does not start what he does not finish. Final declaration. So today, declare this over your life. I may be tired, but I am not defeated. I may be struggling, but I am not abandoned. I may be hurting, but I am not hopeless. Tough times never last, but tough people do. And because God is with you, you will survive this season. You will overcome this storm. You will rise again.